Are the notorious Tate brothers going to be prosecuted in the United States? Well, there's some indication that the answer is yes. Let's discuss. I'm Dave Aronberg, former state attorney for Palm Beach County, a.k.a. the Florida Lawman here on Legal AF. You may remember the Tate brothers. They're big MAGA supporters who, because of their online promotion of Donald Trump during the 2024 election, were apparently rewarded because the special envoy of the United States to Romania, where the Tate brothers were close to standing trial for charges of rape and human trafficking. Well, apparently the U.S. envoy convinced leaders of Romania to let the Tate brothers free to the United States pending trial. Well, technically they still have to go back overseas to stand trial. They were released from house arrest and allowed to come to the United States. And in Florida in particular, why does it always have to be Florida? Now, even the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, did not want these two individuals here, and he ordered his attorney general, this is James Altmaier, who was appointed by DeSantis, to investigate them. And while that's going on, there is some indication now that the federal government, federal prosecutors may be close to charging the Tate brothers here in this country. There have been credible allegations against the Tate brothers, not just overseas, but here in this country. They are proud misogynists, proud MAGA supporters, and they have a following. They have radicalized a bunch of young men through their rhetoric, and perhaps one day their day of reckoning will come. It seems like it keeps getting postponed in part because of politics. But now there is some indication that they are on the cusp, perhaps, of being prosecuted here in this country. NBC News is reporting that there was a filing in Palm Beach County courts on behalf of 4 anonymous defendants being sued by Andrew and Tristan Tate, those are the Tate brothers, that seek to pause a civil defamation case until the United States federal investigation and or prosecution by the Department of Justice for the Southern District of New York of Andrew and Tristan Tate has concluded. Say what? So you have these individuals who are being sued by the Tate brothers for apparently defaming, allegedly, the Tate brothers. And now they have a filing here in Palm Beach County Court saying, let's put this on hold because there's a current federal investigation and potential prosecution by the DOJ in the Southern District of New York against the Tate brothers. That's the first that we've heard of that. And who are these defendants who are defending themselves from a defamation lawsuit from the Tate brothers? Well, one of them is Danielle Pinter, who's an attorney at the National Center on Child Exploitation. I know that group. It's a really high-minded group, ethical group who protects children. Well, they filed the motion to stay this defamation lawsuit. She didn't immediately respond to questions or requests for comment to NBC News. Joseph McBride, attorney for the Tate brothers, downplayed the significance of the motion, characterizing it as, quote, pathetic delay tactics by a group of weak lawyers running from a fight in the Florida defamation case because they know the evidence is overwhelmingly on our side. Careful about calling your fellow lawyers weak lawyers and accusing them of nefarious actions. That could generate a bar complaint if you do that. A spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York declined to comment. According to Romanian authorities, Andrew and Tristan Tate are under criminal investigations of allegations of forming an organized criminal group, human trafficking, trafficking of minors, and money laundering. They have denied any wrongdoing. They were arrested in 2022 near Bucharest, that's Romania's capital, along with 2 Romanian women. The prosecutors indicted all 4 of them last year. They're supposed to stand trial, but the Trump administration put the welcome mat for these 2 guys. It's all transactional. They said nice things about candidate Trump, and now here they are in the United States. And Ron DeSantis wants them out, which is interesting. Get the popcorn, because the DeSantis-Trump battle continues, not just on the Tate brothers, but also for governor in 2026. DeSantis is term limited. He wants his wife, Casey DeSantis, to succeed him. Donald Trump wants Byron Donalds, a MAGA congressman, to succeed him. So this is just another chapter in the ongoing war between DeSantis and Trump. Andrew and Tristan Tate, dual U.S.-British citizens who are both former kickboxers, are frequently linked to the manosphere, an online movement that promotes male dominance and challenges feminist ideas. They have been widely criticized for espousing views seen as emblematic of toxic masculinity and misogyny. Now, I've got to admit, one thing I'm surprised about is that the Tate brothers did return to Romania, where they're still under investigation and they're supposed to stand trial. They did go back, even though a lot of us thought that they were just going to use their newfound freedom here in the United States to just say peace to the prosecutors over in Romania. But they did go back. That was part of the deal. And they said they're going back because they're innocent. They said they're going back to clear their names and exonerate themselves. Okay, let's see it. Last month, according to The Guardian, authorities in Romania said the brothers were obliged to return for a court appearance on March 24th or potentially face a higher custodial measure. So they did go back, and then they came back to the United States, and Ron DeSantis is out to get them. And, you don't want to mess around with Governor DeSantis when he's got his mind made on something. I mean, just ask Mickey Mouse. And these guys are notorious. Now, they do make a part of Trump's base, but remember, Trump's base doesn't like DeSantis either. They used to be friends, Trump and DeSantis, but then DeSantis tried to run against Trump for president. According to The Guardian, last August, Romania's anti-organized crime agency, DCO, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, launched a second case against the brothers amid accusations that the brothers had used a so-called lover boy method, convincing people they are in a romantic relationship to force 34 women into making pornography that was sold online for almost $3 million. At the time, the agency said it was investigating allegations of human trafficking, the trafficking of minors, sexual intercourse with a minor, influencing statements, and money laundering. The brothers have denied the charges. And it's not just there, it's also in Great Britain. 4 British women have also accused Andrew Tate of sexual violence and physical abuse, launching a civil suit in the UK after the Crown Prosecution Service decided not to prosecute him. Last March, authorities in the UK said they had been granted a warrant over accusations of sexual aggression dating back to 2012, meaning the brothers would be extradited once the legal proceedings in Romania were completed. The brothers have also denied these allegations. It is amazing that you don't hear a peep from the QAnon crowd. And when I say amazing, I say predictable, because the QAnon crowd, the conspiracy theorists who believe that Democrats and Hillary Clinton are running a human trafficking ring in basement of a pizza place or wherever Democrats exist, they are silent, even though they are obsessed with human trafficking. Perhaps it's because if the allegations are against people on their side of the aisle, they don't believe it, or they just don't care, or all along their conspiracy theory, which is just a bunch of psychotic mumbo-jumbo that doesn't exist in the real world. And when they actually have credible allegations of human trafficking staring them in the face, it doesn't matter because it never mattered. So we shouldn't be surprised that, as usual, everything is just so political in this day and age. We should be able to call it human trafficking when it exists, regardless of what side of the aisle it's on. And we should also know that, of course, these brothers are innocent until proven guilty, but the evidence is stacking up, and they will face trial. Whether that trial will be in Romania, in Great Britain, or here in the United States, maybe in Florida, will be seen soon enough. So that's the latest on the Tate brothers. I'm Dave Aronberg, a.k.a. the Florida Lawman. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, share with a friend, leave a comment below. Thank you for all your support here on Legal AF, and I'll see you next time.
In collaboration with the Midas Touch Network, we just launched the Legal AF YouTube channel. Help us build this pro-democracy channel where I'll be curating the top stories at the intersection of law and politics. Go to YouTube now and free subscribe at Legal AF MTN. That's at Legal AF MTN.